it is fascinating to see how in 2024 Disney magic has turned into cringe. Because you do need magical powers to get so many people to cringe so hard, like the Acolyte did. You know, I actually came up with an idea on how to fix Disney. It's very simple. All you need to do is to create a mediocre Star Wars film, which is what they did, right? The Last Jedi, that type of thing. So you create that, but you also create the Acolyte. And then you threaten people. Then you say, if you don't go watch our Star Wars film, we will release the Acolyte. And people will be like, you know what? I'll take Rey. No, please, Mouse, please, have mercy. Do not release the Acolyte. I will go and I will watch whatever you want me to watch. Like, what is it? Solo? I watch Solo. Black Mermaid, Black Ariel, I will watch that. Just do not, please, do not release the Acolyte. It is so cringe, I don't think I can take it. I mean, you look at the audience score, right? Like, this is a Disney production. This is a Star Wars production. 10 years ago, it would have been unthinkable. It would have been like, look, anyone that makes a Star Wars movie would have people go because it's Star Wars. Like, you already have the inertia that was caused by the George Lucas movies, so that just by putting Star Wars on the title, you would get people to go watch it. How is it possible that you have lesbians in it and teenagers aren't attracted to that? Because I remember I grew up with Charlie's Angels, and I grew up with all of these interesting TV shows of the era, like Cleopatra, 2525, you know, like all of these cool things. How can you put women with big fat tits in it and not have teenagers spending their money? And the answer is, well, I guess like their diversity consultants work tirelessly hard in order to make sure that it's unappealing to the target demographic. 16%. I really love this, right? Like, maybe they changed the site, or maybe I'm a boomer. Like, please don't laugh at me, but this technology is defeating me. I remember that if you clicked on the average tomatoer, you would actually get a review of the thing. But now you just get like this. You get the number of critics that are fresh, the number of critics that are rotten, but you don't get any names. You don't get any sort of reviews. Like, this is it. I guess I gotta take the word of Rotten Tomatoes for it, right? Because they're a bastion of honesty. They are not allowed to post misinformation. Their algorithm is definitely tailored for my personal experience and not for Disney's profits. But seriously, what wasn't it that you just clicked on this and you got like a list of names and a little bit of what they wrote? The thing is, like, I can't find it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Like, maybe you can still find where the criticism lies, but you need to dig for it. Like, if I just start using Rotten Tomatoes for the first time in my life, I swear to God, I do not know where you can find the criticism. Because I want, oh, here we go, right? It was a little bit counterintuitive. But you get to see who are the people that gave it good reviews. And these are the people you should never trust. Like, if you're a moviegoer, I don't know if these people exist anymore. Like, it's a dying breed, right? But it used to be that there were individuals that called themselves moviegoers. Like, they made it so that they went out of their way whenever there was a major production and they went to see it. Like, they would make time to see the movies, right? And they would write reviews, and they would read reviews, and they would join communities. Okay, if you still exist, what you need to do, like, this is the perfect benchmark. This is the perfect test. You need to go to Star Wars Acolyte and see whomever has given it a good tomato, write that person's name, and assume they're a bot. This is the only explanation. Like no human being can possibly give this a good review. I mean, look at it, 60%. Look, 10,000 people. Like, more than 10,000 people are saying, yeah, this is shit. I mean, this is bigger than a football stadium. Like, can you imagine that this is an entire town of people that are saying, yeah, this is shit? What is the likelihood that it is a shit? What is the likelihood that it's actually, you know, some gem in a coal mine? Even the leftists, even the fucking leftists, you go on Reddit, and even on Reddit people are mocking this. Like, even the leftists are like, yeah, you know what, we defend Disney. I mean, we love Disney, we work for Disney, but like this we can't defend. This is like the one thing, if we defended, our reputation would be tarnished. No one would believe us ever again. The moment we went out of their house, people would point and laugh at us. Like, we just can't. This is undefensible. Yeah, it's pretty shit. So anyone that like gives it a top critic is either paid or a bot. I'm going to be more charitable. I assume that maybe some of them are paid. Look at this. You know, the very fact that you have this is bizarre. The very fact that you have like critics and audience. Like, critics used to exist in a time where you couldn't actually aggregate the audience. Because, like, what is the purpose of a critic? Well, movies are expensive, right? If you live in America and you don't think movies are expensive, congratulations, you're wealthier. I'm not saying you're wealthy, but I'm saying you're wealthier than the rest of the earth, right? Like, for other countries, going to the movies is a special event. Usually happens once every 3 months or so. So, people actually care about their money. And in order for people to know which movie to go to, they would read what the critics have to say, right? So that they don't feel like they're wasting money. If a movie was really that bad, they wouldn't see it. And if all the critics would sing praises for a movie, then people would try and go out of their way in order to make money and go see it. This is how things used to work back in the day, when the critics, especially for like movies, were somewhat reliable. So you couldn't actually see what the audience thought, right? Because in order to aggregate all those letters from people before the internet existed, it would have been a Herculean task. But now we actually can. Like, now you can do it in real time. What is the purpose to have, like, official reviewers? Why do they even exist? What is an official reviewer? Well, an official reviewer is you take someone from this place, you click and drag, and you move them over to a company like The Guardian, like BBC. It's not like they went to a film school. It's not like they started a YouTube channel and people actually resonated with what they had to say. No, it's simply the fact that they work for a big corporation. They work for a big business. And because of that, they are placed separately. And you can see that this is bought up by the companies. At least by Disney. Like, Disney owns this shit. There is no fucking way you can tell me that there is such a big difference and it's subjective. It's entirely subjective. You know, like, one person went... 10,000 people went and they found the movie to be absolute shit. And it just so happens that the other people that are employed by a corporation, they're the subjective ones. They have the power of subjectivity on their side. And the difference is so great. It's so great. It's not like 20% difference. It's not 30% difference. No, like a couple of people think that this is a masterpiece worthy of an Oscar. And the other ones are thinking it's so shit that it would be cruel and unjust to watch it. In fact, they probably educate their kids. You know, every time the kid makes a mess, every time the kid does something naughty, they force him to watch The Acolyte as punishment. And you get some of the most well-behaved kids out there. For now, because the government will probably consider it child abuse to make a kid watch The Acolyte. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I would advocate for it. If a politician came up and said, hey, you know what, like maybe we should include this under things that are child abuse, like maybe kids watch Disney shit, I would be like, yeah, you know what? I can see a point there. It's like, listen, this politician is out of line, but he has a point. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.